On the 7th of April, I and 92 of my distinguished colleagues, the class of 2022 of St. Augustine's College, New Cairo, were privileged to take part in this leadership training course. First of all, I'd like to thank my school, St. Augustine's College, New Cairo, for the opportunity to participate in this wonderful training program. We were able to learn so much within the space of 11 days. I'd also like to give a huge thank you, to our officers of the course MS-16, that is the mobile unit for this leadership training program, for taking out their time, their effort to breed the future leaders of this country. Now, as you all know, I know that the badge for the man of war carries the insignia of a ship sailing on water. And a lot of people don't think of it like this, but I think of this ship representing our country, Nigeria. And I believe that that is our escape route from all corruption, on everything that we're undergoing as a country right now that is negative. And I believe that we, as the next leaders of this country, we are the ones who are going to steer this ship back to safety out of all of these problems. But of course, as the popular adage goes, it takes a community to raise a child. So, just a few of the things that we learned during the course of leadership training. We were astounded by the fact that our wonderful officers were able to take very simple, very ordinary things that we see every day and bring out profound, lifelong lessons out of these things. Like, we had a challenge called the war, for instance, and we didn't really think of it as much. We didn't know what to expect from such. But however, we were supposed to get all of our section members over to the other side of the wall within a space of 2 minutes. Who would have thought that we could have learned that this was to test our ability to play to our strengths and weaknesses? We couldn't all carry each other. Some of us were big, some of us were small, some of us were strong and others were weak and needed support. We couldn't all be directly involved because too many cooks spoiled the broth. But we learned to play to our strengths and weaknesses in that. The obstacle course called the net taught us that life may turn us upside down at some point, but even at the highest points of our careers and our lives, we should always learn to turn ourselves right back up. The three wise men taught us that no one is unimportant, as well as the fact that even though we may have some disabilities, we also need to learn how to not only survive in life, but we need to learn how to thrive. So, thank you CLTC, thank you teachers, thank you everyone present for listening to all I have to say, and I pray that this leadership training program will continue to live on in our hearts and in our minds and make this country as great as it can be.
Can we give him a standing ovation, please, if we can? We'll celebrate you. Hello, come, who wants to sing? That's a good one. Photographers, all of it.